Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. Today, you have to excuse me, I'm having a little bit of a reaction to something. I don't know what. But today we're going to do the Timeless Special Little Sister Edition featuring Tanya Samuels. We're going to do one of the prototypes. I have 3 here. And we're going to do the easiest one. And that is only because I am crunched for time. So we're going to start with the easiest for me to put together so I can record it because I have to get this up for tomorrow. So we've got 3 prototypes and we're going to make the journal one today. It's the simplest, it's the quickest, well at least I think. But I love it. I think it's very versatile. I think you're going to really get a kick out of this size. And I also wanted to point out too that this little journal fits inside of the big set of templates that is called, let me find the front cover, the Timeless Printable Scrapbook Album Templates. So this is the Little Sister Edition. It does not have a guide. It doesn't have page numbers or anything like that. So this is your, the videos are your instructions, okay? I have a playlist that I have set up for the Timeless set of templates. I will link it up here in the corner and down below in the description box. And if you want to see exactly what's in the Little Sister Edition, then go to the introduction video in that playlist and there'll be a timestamp somewhere and you can hit that and it'll show you exactly what's in this set of templates. So we've done the intro video, we've done the flip through the prototypes, the big prototypes, we've done a flip through of these prototypes. I have a video where I flip through these specifically. That's in that playlist, but I'll also link it up there for you. Link that up there. Boy, that was really weird sounding. I'll also link that video up there so you can see the flip through of these specifically. And I'll also make a Amazon list so that if you wanted to look at any of the products that I use in the Timeless Special Little Sister Edition, all 3 of these, we're going to make all 3 of these, some version of these 3, and we may, I don't know, we may make another, but I wanted to do them separate because I didn't want it to be an hour-long video, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do each one separately, and I hope you guys are okay with that. I've already recorded, like in the Timeless, the big set of templates, I've already recorded how to do the new binding, which we're now calling the Cascade binding. And I already did how to put the 3D pockets together. So those are all in the playlist. So if you wanted to work on the bigger version, then you can easily get started with that one. So I'm going to set these 2 aside because we're going to make one that looks like this. We're going to make a quick little journal, and I've got everything prepped, I think. So I'm going to put this book aside as well because there's no page numbers on the Timeless Little Sister Edition. Oh, I'll also link down below in the description box. I'll also link Tanya's paper collection that we're also going to be using with these Little Sister Editions. We are using her paper collection as well. So I'll have that link down below so you can go check her out. She did a great job with her paper collection. It's called Dynasty. Alright, I'm just going to show you everything I got prepped and ready. I'll have timestamps below this video as well. But this is what we're making today. So I have printed, this is the cover. So this is probably the, this is my favorite. There's 3 different versions of this cover. There's this cover, there's a plain where there's nothing, just the distressed edges. And then there's also the Scripty check. Printed off another one just so you can see it. Not Scripty check, the vintage script version as well. But we're just going to be using this one today. And this, I cut it out already. I wasn't even thinking, but this is what it looks like on the page. But I just trimmed it all the way out. And then I scored it on those 2 middle lines there and prepped it. And that's all I've done so far. I left myself a little note to cover the back side because I cut it out before I printed anything on the back side. But we're using it. So you just need one of those, and then I printed this page here. This one's in the Purple Dynasty version of the Little Sister, because remember there's 3 PDFs. There's the plain, there's the Purple Dynasty one, and then there is the vintage script one. So I printed this one, And then on the back side, this is from Tanya's paper collection. I printed a full page on the back side just to have something on both sides, because you can put photos on these, or you can write with a white pen. I printed this one. This is the vintage script, and on the back side of that I printed that one from Tanya's paper collection. I just love it. I just think it's going to be so pretty flipping through. And then what else do I have? I thought I had another I do. Here's another page. These are the same style pages. I printed this one, and then on the back side of that I printed the ledger page that she has, except I did manipulate it just slightly in my computer so that I could print it landscape, because the version she has is a portrait, and so I just made it to where it would print on the back side without being super large and the wrong direction, because the pages are going to go like this. Okay. Oh, and it's upside down. Oh, well, look at there. So I guess I could have just left it alone. It's going to be upside, something's going to be upside down. Maybe this, because you can't really read the writing anyway. That's funny. Then I printed this one. So this is a set of tags and a pocket. I don't know if we'll use the pocket in this, but I printed that on the back side. Isn't that pretty? And that's from Tanya's paper collection. And then the two hearts from the Purple Dynasty version, I printed 2 to a page from the PDF, so it shrunk them down to a smaller size. And then on the back side there, I just printed that one from Tanya's paper collection. And then here is another one of the pages. It has the tabs on the top. We're going to use it as a page. So I printed this one, and then on the back side I printed the script again, and it's upside down! I don't know what I was thinking. Not the script. I printed the, what's this called? Ledger, and it's upside down. So that's okay. We're just going to have upside down ledgers, I think. And then I printed this is one of the hearts from my little sister edition, and I printed this. This is from her paper collection. Printed that on the back side just to have something on the back side. Same with this. This is the vintage script version, and I printed that same background of hers on the back side. And then we're going to use one of the butterflies. This is, they're actually 2 pages, so I printed 2 to a page from her PDF, and it just made them a little bit smaller. So we're going to use one of these over here. And then I've got a collection of coffee stained paper that I did, and coffee stained paper that was given to me by Lois. I keep grabbing things that people have given me over the years and trying to add them into my projects, because if, you know, out of sight, out of mind, right? They're in a box, so I have to go but I'm trying to make myself go look for them because I need to use the stuff, you know. So okay. And then we're gonna be using a label, but we'll get to that later. I'll have everything linked down below that we're using, all the different printables. There's only 3. Well, there's mine, little sister edition, there's Tanya's paper collection, and then there's gonna be the journal spots, set number 2 down there. And then we've got some book corners, or page corner, what are those called? Book corners, page corners? Something like that we're gonna be putting on there. I'll show you those in a little bit. Those will be in that Amazon list. You guys. My thumbnail, I have been out there pruning my tomatoes already, and my thumb is like, I'll stick, you know, like if a tomato branch, this is a tomato branch, and I'll take my thumb and I'll pinch it off if I'm trying to like stop it from growing the wrong direction, or if I just didn't need that many or whatever. I pinch it off with my thumb, and now I feel like my thumb is always going to look like this. It's always going to be ugly. So, and then we're going to be using some baker's twine to sew this all together. Super easy, super simple, 3-hole stitch, no big deal. But we'll get to that in just a minute. So I'm gonna set this aside for a minute, I think. I'm gonna quickly look through it just to make sure I know what oh, we're gonna be using several butterflies. Okay, all right, that's fine, that's fine. All right, so the first thing I wanna do is glue something to the back side of my cover, and that could be drying while we're cutting everything else out. So I'm just gonna take a piece of coffee stained paper, nothing special. Do I have, no, I was gonna say, I wonder if these are small enough, but they're not. And I'm gonna cover the back side of this with some coffee stained paper. So I'm just going to glue it down like that, and then we'll trim it out once it's completely dry. Okay, so I'm going to use, what am I going to use? I'm not going to use art glitter glue. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. This is Fabri-Tac that I put in a Sugar Bell bottle. This is Fabri-Tac. It's just easier. And then I've got a little stopper topper from my friend. I forgot to link her in the last video. I'll remember to go back and do that. If you need a pretty little stopper topper thingy-mabobber for your things to keep the glue from drying out. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cover this backside with, and look how nice and easy that is to squeeze. It's not as hard as the Fabri-Tac bottle. So I'll put these in the Amazon too. The Amazon is an affiliate link. So when you go through that link and you buy something on Amazon, it does give me a small commission, which is super cool, and I appreciate every time you guys do that. Every little bit helps, you know. It helps me buy products to try out to see if there's something I want to share with you guys. It helps with a lot. All those little times you all use affiliate links, it helps a lot, and I just appreciate it. And I can buy more things to share with you guys and to test out for you guys so that you don't have to test it out and that kind of thing. So I was thinking about that earlier, how I would try more things. I would like really thoroughly give things the once over, you know, if I didn't have to buy everything. But craft companies don't really send you things, not really. I mean, they have in the past sent, like they've sent me adhesives or whatever, but they don't really need any help, I guess, selling their product. But it would be nice if I could buy, you know, if I could try things out for you guys, and that way you could decide for yourself if it's worth your dollars. But anyway, I just went rambling on. I'm just going to burnish this down really good, and then we're going to let it dry while we cut everything out. Okay, whoops. Yeah, so we're going to set this aside. Now I got glue all over. And let that dry. Okay. There's my coffee stained paper. And that. Alright, let's start with the pages. So I have them backwards. So there's 3 that look the same, and those are the 3. And here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to show you one, and then I'll just do the rest. I'll speed it up. And that way you don't have to watch me trim every single one. So if you look at this one, it has a tab on this side and a tab on this side. Mine didn't print. Mine sucked the paper in super fast, so it didn't print the whole tab, but it wouldn't print the whole tab anyway. But you don't need either tab. So we're just going to cut this out. We're going to leave these 2 pieces together and cut out all the way around. So I am going to do that to the other 2 pieces. Okay, and so by the magic of television, I'm just kidding. I've got all 3 of these cut out the exact same way, and we're going to set them aside. Let's set them over here on the pile. All right, the next thing is, let's do this one. This one's simple. And this one, I'm going to do the same. So it's 2 pieces and then 2 tabs. I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to take the tabs off. So it's just going to be a smaller page. A 4x6 photo will fit on this page. So that's why I wanted to include it, just in case you wanted to put just a 4x6 photo in your journal, you can. Okay, there's that one. And then for this one, we're going to use it as a page. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I think you can see it when I'm holding it, when I'm looking at it. Jeez. We're going to use this as a page too. So we're going to leave it together and we're going to score it and fold it and all that. But we're not going to use this part. So I'm going to cut that part off. We'll use that in another one of our prototypes. So I'm going to set that over there. All right, I'm just going to leave it like that until we score it. Okay, and then what do we got left? We got all the hearts. I think we just need one of the small hearts for this project, so I'm going to cut the other one off and put it aside. So all of these are going to be cut out with scissors. So and they're going to be cut out the same, so it's not as hard as you would think, and it doesn't have to be super precise either. Okay, again, by the magic of television, I've got all 3 hearts cut out. Okay, you guys, I wanted to show you today. My granddaughter graduated pre-K. Pre-K. She's so stinking cute. And I wanted to show you the pictures. So, I don't know if my phone, I don't know if it'll show. So this is my granddaughter, Sawyer May. And then that's my youngest son and his girlfriend, Sydney. And he's called Uncle Pooh, and she's Sydney. But they call them Pooh Sydney. Pooh Sydney. That's Pooh Sydney. Anyway, aren't they? They're just so sweet. I didn't get a picture of my son and his wife, that, you know, mommy, daddy. And then here I am with her. No makeup on, but hey. Me and my May. That's my granddaughter, you guys. That was this morning. So cute. I said so. I asked her. We went to breakfast at Cracker Barrel, of course. You know, she loves her some Cracker Barrel. And I asked her, I said, well, now that you've graduated, what are your plans for the future? She just laughed. She's 4, you know. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Grandma, but it sounded funny. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's just go through each piece at a time. So this piece here is going to be in the center of the signature altogether. So we're just going to fold it in half, just like that. So that's going to be the center. I'm not going to ink it or anything. We're just going to leave it just like that. Oh, that kind of looked kind of cool there, doesn't it? We're just going to leave it just like that, okay? So that's what we're going to do to that one. And then let me grab my scoreboard. So these hearts, they need to be scored on the line because it's like a little secret letter. It folds up, which is cool. So this is a We Are Memory Keeper scoreboard and an EK Success stylus. Whoop. So both of those are gonna get scored the same way. It's harder to see this purple one, but I'm gonna try my best. You can always adjust a little bit. I did print all of this, by the way. I print all of this on 80-pound cardstock. That's what I like to use. I like the way it feels. A specific brand, I like the way it feels. I'll have it linked in that Amazon too. Okay, those two. And then this one, we're going to score it down the middle here because we're going to be folding that in half, and we're going to chop those corners there. And then we're going to score all these right down the middle, fold them in half. Can you see? Yeah. Ooh, I cut that one super crooked. Let's try this side. Oh, nope. I just cut that one wonky all the way around. That's okay. It's all right. So we're just gonna go and fold everything. We don't have to do a super, you know, we don't have to use our burnishing tool or bone folder. We don't have to do any of that just yet. So we're just gonna fold them all in half, like so. And then this one, I'm just gonna use scissors. We're just going to cut those like that. And so that'll be a page. And then the hearts, so you just want to fold them like this. Just go ahead and prep all of those scores you just made. At least that's the way I like to do it anyway. And so how it folds up is you tuck those two sides in, flip that, and then you flip this down. So you may want to give that a good burnish just to help keep it down. Oh, we're gonna have to do a wax seal as well. Oh. And you'll see that it's not 100% perfect. It doesn't look exactly like an envelope when it's all put together. I mean, it does and it doesn't, but it's super cute, so I'm okay with that. So same thing with this one. Okay, so we got those two. Let me see which one. Did I put a wax seal on both of them or just the one? It looks like it's just the one. Did I do anything on this one? I don't even see the other part. I did not. I've just got it sitting there. So now I need to decide if I'm going to do a wax seal, do I want it to be purple or do I want it to be my favorite color wax seal? So I have several new purples that, let's see if they match or how good they match. That one, not really that much. Oh, that's probably why I didn't use purple with this exact paper, because this purple is a little different than the purples that I have. So I'm just going to use my favorite burgundy maroon. I feel like this is a vintage, the most perfect vintage-ish wax seal bead looking. I'm going to put 3 or 4 in to melt. And I'm going to use the butterfly, since we've got butterflies going on, the butterfly wax seal stamp. I'll have these things in my Amazon. And I'm going to put them in here to melt over top of my candle. And I'm going to change my battery because my battery's flashing already. So I'll hopefully get it done quick enough for the pour. That was quick. Look, it hadn't hardly even melted. So we're all good there. Where's my thingy? Here it is. I'm not going to seal it shut. You could, I guess, and then kind of break it to make it look more authentic. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to do it, I think I'm going to do it like this. So we're going to let that finish melting, and while we do that, since this has already been scored, I'm just going to kind of burnish it again now that we've got that coffee stained paper on there. I didn't get enough glue on there. It's going to bubble up, but that's okay. It's just part of it, isn't it? I didn't spread my glue out enough, I guess. So now I can either, I wonder what I would do if I don't think I can tear that other part. And so I like the rough edges. I think that looks pretty good. All right, how are we doing on our wax? It's almost melted. Okay. Other thing we need to cut out are some butterflies. So I think I decided 2 butterflies. I thought I had one. Got it right there. Yeah. One of these, yeah. So I'm gonna cut these out just really quick. Oops, maybe I can use a smaller pair of scissors. You could have your scan and cut these out if you want. I just ran out of time today. I think it might be melted enough. I have to hold it. Let's set that aside for a minute. I think it got too hot because it's bubbling. All right, I'm going to finish. I'm going to cut one of these purple ones and one of the multicolored ones out. Alright, so those are prepped and ready. Let's see how this did. Oh yeah. Looks good. So it'll fold up on the page like this. Won't that look nice? Okay. That cool down. Put my butterflies. This. Alright, what else do I need? I need to put some just regular coffee stained paper in here. So here's what I think I'm going to do. Let's see. Let's see. I have this, and then I have some scraps and things. So I might incorporate that. So this one is like a grid paper, but it has lines this way. Oh, they all do. Okay, so I do need to just have, we'll just fold these in half like this. So these were sent to me by Lois. Thank you, Lois. And I don't know how she gets that cool pattern. I don't know how they do that, but it's cool. So I'm going to do maybe one of those. That one's kind of neat. It's got a square. Maybe I'll do 2. 2 of those because they're going to be skinnier. Put these aside. So I got 2 of those, and then I will. Let's see. Nope, not that one. This one. I'm just trying to get a roundabout. Obviously, it doesn't have to be exact. And you can make it to where some of them have little fold out pieces. So we're kind of making a junk journal type page. Same with this one. It doesn't have to be the same size. I don't know why I'm trying to make it precisely the same size. These are just cut off pieces that I had left over from other projects. Oh, and then this one. This is like grease-proof paper. So I want to kind of try to include that. It's a 12 by 12, but obviously it's too big. And then I wanted to use this because I think it's cool looking. It's just like a leftover page or something. I mean, when I'm coffee dyeing paper, it's like a leftover leftover's not the word. So sometimes I'll do the big sheets, the 11 by 17s. And when I do them, I'll put them in the oven, and then when I bring them out, they're not totally dry. So what I do is I put white pieces in between pieces so that it can soak up whatever is left over on that piece while it dries even further in a pile. So it gives these really cool, interesting looking, like you spilt your coffee kind of situation. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's put it together. We're going to start with, we're going to put the envelopes aside. This is the center, but we're going to start with this little short page here. Do we want it upside down, or do we want the ledger upside down? Ugh, I guess it doesn't really matter. So let's just have our ledger upside down. So we're going to start with this one. I'm trying to follow closely. And then we're going to do coffee stained. We will cut the excess off. Coffee stained. Then, is it this one? We're going to do this one with the upside down ledger again. Then we can do like a short page. Like that. Oh, we better put this in here because we're getting ready to do a tag. The tag. Let's do the tag next. Then this page, the vintage script. Let's stick that in there. And we'll do another coffee stained. Then I think this, is that what's next? It is. That's next. And then I'm going to put a short page in here. Like this. And then, is that what I want to do? And then put that there? Or maybe have it this way. I can always have this on this side. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Alright, but the first thing I think we need to do is chomp these pages down a little bit. So, I'm going to remove these. We have one extra. I guess we could try to find a spot for that. So that's a page. That's going to be there. That's a short page. There's a page. I'm going to stick this in here because that's even shorter. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get my paper trimmer back out. And I'm just going to put this whole bit in my paper trimmer. This is a heavy duty paper trimmer, so it will cut through lots of layers. I don't know if I need it butted up like that, but I'm going to trim it off even there. Like that. And then I'm going to trim it off even here. You can go in a little bit if you want to too, that way you don't have to worry so much, but you don't have to worry at all if you don't want to. You do, you sure don't. Okay, then I think, wasn't one of these out there, or was it? What did I just do, you guys? Was this out there? This might have been out there. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to put it back together again. So we're just going to trim this one to size. You're noticing, you may not, that I'm getting little pieces of this off, but I think that's okay. I feel like this was over here. I could be wrong. And then I don't know where these two are. Were these two next in line? Like that, maybe? Maybe. And then these don't have to be cut down at all. Perfect. And then these were not next. So here's where we're gonna add this piece in here. That's the perfect spot for it. And that. So now we have something that looks like this. And this is gonna go inside of this, like that. Right? So let me move this. So now that we got this all together, the only tricky thing to this one is, let me see here, is marking the holes, because the spine is like 1/4 of an inch or something. So we want to make sure that we get it in the center. So I'm just going to use my ruler and I'm going to center it up. And I'm going to try to find the center of the spine. Sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes I'm not. And we're going to make 3 marks. Like that. And then we're going to pokey poke. We're going to poke through with a pokey tool. Don't poke yourself. Whoops. Yeah, that kind of got off center. Then I'm going to lay this on here and I'm going to mark it so that they're in the same spot. And I'll use this to do the others. I'll actually put it out front and then I'll move it. Oh, actually no, I'm going to put it inside out on the inside so that I can get through all of the layers. So poke through the center there. You don't have to do them all at one time if you don't want to. You can mark them, do them that way. Just don't poke your finger. Okay, so this one does not belong there. It belongs where? 1, 2, right here, I think. No, it belongs here. And I'm going to grab my pokey tool back out and make sure that everything is aligned. Okay. Okay, in honor of Tanya, I saw her use this. This is gold baker's twine. I bought some. She had it linked in her Amazon and I bought some. And this is what we're going to use. I've never used it before. But we're going to try it. It's super sparkly. And why not? Why not add a little sparkle where you can? So this is a giant blunt end needle. Oh, I hope you can't hear the sirens. Okay, so let me get the cover as well. Everybody's all lined up, straightened out. All right, I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna take my needle through there. It's tricky when you're coming back through though. Oops, I can't see. So I'm gonna find my pokey tool and we're gonna find the hole. There it is. There we go. That's better. Out to the inside, and then we're going to go all the way up to the top hole and make sure. Don't panic about the heart falling. I'll grab it. Yep. Then we're going to go back through the center, and my heart center moved, so I'm going to find it again. Okay, so one end needs to be on one side of that center string and one on the other. Whew. You guys, it has gotten so warm today. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to kind of gently tug it this way, flip them on the other way, and tug it this way. Tuggy tuggy. Check. Tie. Tuggy tuggy. Tuggy tuggy. And I'm going to make a few little knots there, maybe one more for good measure. And I'm going to cut it off. I don't know, that's probably too long. You can leave as much as you want on there. So now, see, this is a little loosey-loose, but that's okay. So now, and I hope I put it on the correct way. I did. So I'm going to take my burnishing tool. This is a Teflon bone folder. And I'm just going to kind of help it to understand that this is how it's supposed to be. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a clip so that it'll stay closed. This is just a rusted clip. I did these a long time ago, how to rust stuff. I'll link that video up here and down below. Super simple. I've had them for years. Just remember that when you rust something, it doesn't matter, I don't care what you're rusting. After it's done rusting, put it on a towel and just give it a good, scrubbing, and it looks even better when it looks like it's been worn like that for a long time. So that way you don't have rust dust. Rust dust. That's funny. I don't know if we need the clip yet, actually. So I purchased a bunch of book corners in a couple different colors, and I also have a little, they're flatter, a little thing in here, a little tool to help smoosh them. And I think I'm going to go with these bronzy color. The original prototype I did silver, but then I put wax over top of it. But I think I'll just do bronze. So I'm going to I need 4 of these little bronzy colors. This particular set of book corners came in a set together. There's gold, rose gold, silver, and bronze. So I'll have those in the Amazon as well. Okay, so here's what I do. So now I guess I gotta open it back up now. Here's how I do my book corners. I will take some Fabri-Tac. You don't need a lot. I'm just letting the glue get to the bottom. And just stick it in there like that. Then I will cover this corner with it and press it down in there, and then I flip it over and I kind of gently squeeze it down. Gently squeeze it down. So that's where this flat part comes in handy, because you can get that whole thing. So I do one initial squeeze and then I come back and squeeze it all the way down. I guess I could scooch in so you can see it. I'll do it another time on this bottom corner so you can see a little bit better. So I'm going to take and put just a little bit of glue, not much, in there. Make sure I just got the cover. Okay. And then I'm going to flip it over this way. I'm going to take these. See how they're flat and long? So I'm going to take these and I'm going to squish one side, squish the other, come back and squish, 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 and that's that. Alright, I'm going to do these other two real quick. There we go. So those 4 corners are done. Now I'm going to put the clip back on there because I want to get the the journal spot out. So ephemera journal spots set 2. Set 1, and then set 2 is more recent that I just recently released. This is, I made this using my ephemera keeper. I have a printable for this. It's really tiny, small printable, and a video. I'll put the video up here if you want to learn how to make the ephemera keepers. So I used one of these. Oh, I've got ringing in my ears. Is that the size that I used? I guess it doesn't matter. I can use whatever size I want. Obviously I need to cut some out, but this is paper. I want to use one that's thicker. Those both the same. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to cut this out really quick. Yeah, so I need to take a minute and cut all those out, don't I? I've just been super busy. So we're going to put this on the cover. And this, but I was thinking about putting a key on here too, and it might be too much. It might be too much. I got these giant keys the other day that I thought were super fun, and it might be too much though for this little bitty butterfly. You know what I mean? Because I like to put keys on my butterflies. Yeah, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this down, glue this down. I'm not going to glue it to the edge either. And then I'm going to put my butterfly right there. Is that how it looks? Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. So I'm going to put glue in the middle of my butterfly, and that'll be it for the cover. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so that looks just like the prototype. Well, I don't know if it looks exactly like the prototype, but pretty close. Pretty close. Alright, let's do the little small details on the inside really quick. I'm going to bring you in a little, I think. There's only a few things to do, but you can obviously elaborate and decorate on these as much as you possibly want to. But I did use one of her butterflies as like a little tuck. So I think I'm going to do that again, except I am going to ink the back of these. And I cut off the wings on the prototype, but I'm just going to leave it, I think. So what I'm going to do, I just really want, let's do it like this. I just really want to put glue towards the edge so things could be tucked if you wanted to. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue there. Something just, oops. Something just simple and cute can make all the difference in the world. But again, a 4x6 photo mat can go here. And let's see, let's put one of these envelopes. I think I'm going to need a paper clip. Let's put this envelope, how does it look here? Oh, that's got a fold out. Well, okay. So it can be double secret. It could be a double secret spot to write a note. So we're going to stick that there, and then let's flip to the back and add the other envelope. It's not an envelope. The other that thing there. Let's add that here. I think I just had it like this. So I'm going to put a paper clip there to hold it. Okay. So let's do a quick little flip, right? It's so easy. 4x6 photo could go here or here. Coffee stain paper from Lois. Thank you, Lois. Then a flip page with the heart envelope and wax seal. And then there's another flip page. And then there's one of the printable templates. And there's that. I just love the way that sounds. And then there is coffee stain paper from Lois. A tag from the Printable. Another page from the Printable. Coffee stained paper. Another page from the Printable. Coffee stained paper. A sweet little heart in the middle. And then the same on the other side here. All right, you can get a lot in this little bitty teeny little thing. So you can just fill it up to your heart's content. So this only has one signature, but you could probably have two skinny signatures because this one's pretty thick. Okay. And then the clip. So yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm trying to get the clip on there. The clip it might be too fat. But that's it. That's a simple little journal that you can make. You can make it any way you want, but I just wanted to show you how I made my prototype. So I just started off with the easiest one. And the next video, I will do one of the other two prototypes because we have two other prototypes. I will do one of these two, and then we'll do another video where we do the other one. I just want to show you each one individually so you can reference that video specifically instead of sitting through a super long video. But anyway, okay. That is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And don't forget to check all of the stuff in the description box. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you so desire. And go ahead and think about subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.